Hey guys, it's Sif. Nice to see all y'all again. Glad to be making more videos again and keeping up with you guys. So I guess I just wanted to make a video about something I've been struggling with lately. It's kind of funny because I haven't really had social anxiety this bad in a long time, since I was like in high school, And basically like when I was in high school, I had horrible social anxiety. I could not talk to guys at all. I could not hardly talk to my friends. I couldn't talk to my classmates. I had like no friends in my classes. So it was really bad. But lately, for some reason, I got over that and I became much more extroverted and much more talkative and much more personable. But lately, I've been getting like social anxiety again. And I don't really know why it is. I went through a huge change earlier this year. I went off of my antidepressant in February. And ever since then, I've been a little bit different. Not in a bad way, mostly good ways, but some stuff is a little bit strange. So like what's happening is like I've been becoming like really paranoid about like my friends. And that is a huge part of social anxiety, is like a little bit of paranoia and some slight delusion. I think that mine is a little bit more than normal, my delusion and paranoia, but I do kind of have a history of hallucinations and delusions and paranoia anyway. So I think that the level that mine is at is a little bit, over what's normal for social anxiety. But like basically what happened is like early this year, like I've been living on my own in this apartment for about a year and a half now, and when I first moved out here, I saw my friends all the time and was very socially active. And then what happened is like early this year when I started having my medication issues, my friends all became like very busy. Like they got jobs, they were in school a lot, they were working a lot, they were just very busy all the time. And then I started seeing them less and I felt very alone all the time. And then I would like text them and they would never text me back and they would never call me back and they wouldn't like reply to my Facebook, and I was like getting really paranoid about it. And I had this idea that like for some reason they were all like plotting against me, and that they were like, oh well, we're not going to talk to Siffa anymore because she's mentally ill and we don't want to deal with her because she's crazy and we don't want to deal with her anymore and we're done with her. And I was like paranoid that my friends were like plotting against me, and that they were like talking behind my back and like saying horrible things about me. And it became like such an obsession that I was very upset about it. And I still have it a little bit. And I'm trying to convince myself that, it's normal for people to not text you back and to not call you back. It's part of the social media and easy communication society right now. With so much easy, fast communication, it's normal to not always get in touch how you want to. And I'm just trying to get used to that, but part of me is still like kind of paranoid, like, and then what happened is like a bunch of my friends like moved in together, and I'm like, oh, they moved in together and they're not wanting me to live there because they don't like me and they're having fun without me. And I always think, oh, they must be having so much fun without me, and it like runs through my head all the time. I'm like sitting here and I'm like, what are my friends doing? And it drives you crazy. It drives you insane. So I've been really working on like just relaxing and thinking, the logical thing is that they're probably just busy. They're probably just, there's probably nothing wrong, and then I do see them and everything's fine. So it's like I get myself all worked up for nothing, and this is anxiety for you, and this is social anxiety. And then it's funny, every time that my phone vibrates or rings, I get this like surge of anxiety, because I think it's going to be someone like mad at me or like someone irritated at me or something. And I just start like, I get anxiety. But it never is, like, one thing I have to tell myself, and one thing that everyone should realize at some point, is that if someone doesn't agree with you and doesn't, agree with you completely, even if they're a really good friend, it doesn't really matter, Like, people don't have to agree with everything you do and believe in everything you do to be your friend. And it's a hard lesson to learn, and I'm very sensitive to people, and like I'm very sensitive to how people think of me and what people think about me and what people say to me and about me. I don't have a very thick skin, I'm working on it, and I'm getting a lot better at it, but it's hard for me when my friends don't respond to me or say negative things to me, and I'm just like over here like, well, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to get all new friends? And honestly, that is it. Yeah, you should. Because if, you know, there's nothing wrong with having different friends and more friends, and if my friends aren't available right now, I'm hanging out with people that I don't usually hang out with. I'm making new friends. And that's part of growing up and being an adult, is being flexible socially, and being able to be alone. You know, I have to be comfortable being alone sometimes, and that's okay, you know. It's hard. I don't like being alone, but I force myself to do it, and I keep myself, I get homework I need to do, I watch a documentary, I make a YouTube video, I do something to keep myself occupied, because it's healthy and normal to allow yourself to be alone sometimes. Okay, well, I guess that's it, guys. So, peace, love, dreamlings, love you guys so much, bye.